Album and Beer Club.
Hello and welcome to Album and Beer Club.
Yes, and today we are doing the third album by Welsh band Manic Street Preachers.
And it is called The Holy Bible.
Yes, and it's very intense.
It is. You were telling me a bit of a backstory about it. It's the last one with their... what was he, a bass player, or was he... What did he play?
Well, he was the rhythm guitarist.
Rhythm guitarist, okay.
He couldn't really play that much. I mean, he'd play a little bit live, but he predominantly wrote the lyrics along with Nicky Wire. But this album, he wrote about 80% of it. This is essentially his album. He'd write the lyrics and then go to them, and then they'd think, fucking hell, how am I supposed to put all of these lyrics to music?
Well, that's it. What was it? James Dean
Bradfield,
yeah, because he wrote sort of the music to go along with the lyrics, didn't he? And had to kind of fit it together to make it into a song, really, didn't he, to a lot of this stuff?
Yeah, because, I mean, every song has a vast amount of meaning to it. You know, it's not just... like, for instance, the last episode we done was Reef. Not a bad album, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't go into much depth about it. I mean, any longer than what we did. But each song has a whole meaning behind it and story. And
definitely. I think, do you reckon the rest of the band were a little bit worried about his mental health when they sort of got... given the lyrics to kind of, here's my lyrics to some songs I want to sort of us to do. Do you reckon they thought, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
They were massively concerned about it. He'd been unwell for quite a while.
A lot of mental health problems, didn't he? And self-harming and stuff like that.
Self-harm, anorexia.
Was he?
He was becoming an alcoholic.
So many drug abuse. That doesn't really come up, does it?
I think there was... But
they don't really mention it.
No, they don't mention it. But they said that every day in the studio or day in general with him, Richie Edwards you'd hear the can sort of clicking, and he would have to drink his way through the days. Yeah. And at one point he was 6 stone something, and he was cutting himself quite a lot. So they were obviously quite concerned, but thought that maybe it was better that he was with them, but when they saw the lyrics, it was probably
a bit frightening, I'd imagine, and you'd be like, oh my God. And then it turned out this was his last album because he disappeared after this, didn't he?
He disappeared, I think it was the 1st of February, on the eve when they were supposed to go on a US tour to promote the album. It had been remixed, and actually the remix...
I was reading somewhere that the American record reproduced, it's much more powerful. A lot of the critics preferred it because they recorded this for £50 a day in like a red light district in Cardiff because they wanted a raw sound. But the American market, they reproduced it all. Remixed it, I should say, and beefed it up. And apparently the critics thought it was a lot better.
It's well worth a listen, and it's another comparison to In Neutro because that's what they've done with the Black album Neutro, and you can get the US version of this.
I mean, I'd like to hear the US version of this, because this sounds really good as it is.
It potentially could have broken because it had a really, this album's brilliant, but it's very dry and flat, and that's great because that's what it's supposed to be.
They only had the 16-track desk to work from. I mean, nowadays people got hundreds of tracks to work with. I mean... But they wanted that. That's why it's got that kind of raw feel to it. Yeah.
So if you want a more polished sound, go for the US one, and that will just bring it up that little bit more. Just make it that little bit more sort of like glossy and
Yeah.
But I love this. If I want it a little bit powerful, I'll just turn it up louder, and that'll do.
That'll do it. Yeah. It gets over that obstacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is regarded by many people as sort of a bit of a masterpiece of that. But at the time, it wasn't considered. I I don't know, not considered good. Everyone really rated it, but it didn't kind of fit in with the musical landscape at the time, did it?
No.
Because it came out, what was it, 94, 95?
94. So it was released 30th of August, 94.
And around that time, Blur were releasing Girls and Boys and
Park Life. And
Park Life, and Dream had a big hit with It Can Only Get Better in the charts. And then Manic Street Preachers released this, which by the song titles alone, you kind of, it's completely different from what was going on massively, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's so intense just by reading the track listing. And then when you listen to it, I mean, I think if you were to read along with the lyrics, listen to it, it would be quite an experience, really.
Oh, massively.
I've done it on a couple of tracks, and it's just it's unbelievable. It's basically about everything that's bad with humanity, and it's like someone's basically just been sick and just. That's everything there. It's violent.
They've just got it all out of them. All of the hatred and sickness in the world. They've written about it, which is pretty intense. Yeah,
I mean, what it said in the blurb and bits that it's about. I'll just read what I've written down here. It says the lyrics deal with consumerism, imperialism, freedom of speech, Holocaust, serial killers, fascism, childhood and suicide. That's a good tagline, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the front of the album. Listen to this.
So
these are the highlights.
So straight away, you say that and it's exhausting almost thinking about it, but
and that's why a lot of people chucked us in the bracket of we were saying earlier about Joy Division and In Utero by Nirvana as well, because it was like the last sort of album of somebody that was troubled, writing lyrics that were quite troubling to listen to.
And and saying, and just having that sort of hatred or just like distaste for things around them and themselves and
somebody that's completely disgusted with how the world is, with how us being supposed to be civilized people, how we are as a civilization has evolved into such a greedy, powerful, money-hungry power machine that nobody wants.
No. I mean, I mean, some of the lyrics on this, that it'll have a line and it could be about a president, and then the next line's about a Big Mac, McDonald's, just saying it's just nobody's free from being sort of mentioned on this album. Anything that you might feel that's wrong about the world is on it.
Yeah, Big Macs are bad, aren't they?
They are. McDonald's.
McDonald's, God.
McDonald's isn't as bad, I think, as it was, but it's pretty shit.
Fast food, innit? You know what I mean?
Well, that's it.
That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get a gourmet burger, are you?
No.
Yeah, so this album was produced by the band themselves and Alex Silver.
Yeah.
And where the studios you said was in? What was the name of the studio?
The studio was Soundspace in Cardiff, and I think he was the sound engineer there.
Right.
And I think they did get the producer that they used on Generation Terrace. Oh, what was his? I don't know his first name. His surname's Brown.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown, I think. And he did a couple of songs, but largely they just used the bloke from the studio. Yeah,
because they were after The Cure and Susan the Banshees producer because they wanted a gothic feel to it, but he was booked up.
Oh,
so they couldn't have him to
I'll tell you what, that would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting, wouldn't it?
Because it wouldn't have been as hard hitting. I think it probably would have had a bit more echoes and weird effects, but it would have been dark still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. There's no way of making this light, is there?
There's no way around it, is there? Really?
There isn't.
Yeah, we were talking about the singles, weren't we? And it occurred to me, although I've had this for years, there's loads of swearing in this album, and it occurred to me that the 3 singles that they had off it were probably just because they didn't have as much swearing or any swearing compared to the others.
Yeah, well, they said the first song on the album's called Yes, that the record company didn't really want them to sort of say the C word in it, but they were adamant that it has to be in there. It needed a powerful line in there, and they wouldn't replace the word at all. But
because that could have been in a single easy.
Oh, that's a great opener for this album. It's a really good, catchy tune, but they were sticking to their guns and saying no, we're not gonna change that. So fair enough. So the singles off of this, what was the first single?
The first single was it's a double A side with Faster and PCP, and that got to number 16.
Yeah, and Faster, I remember that being a single because that's when they went on Top of the Pops.
With wearing balaclavas.
Yeah, and they got 25,000 complaints, the BBC did, because a lot of the public, they interpreted it as them being IRA supporters because the balaclava.
Yeah, I mean this is a while back as well, isn't it? 94's quite close.
Exactly. So it caused a bit controversy that did, or controversy.
Both, I think.
Yeah. So because he wore a balaclava and that, a lot of people just assumed he was an IRA supporter. Weirdly enough, even though he's from Wales, not Ireland. So I don't understand that one. But
his head was cold. I mean,
exactly.
It's fine,
when it's cold, you got to put a balaclava on.
just
don't pop in the bank to get some money out. Yeah. Take it up before you do that.
Yeah. The after that single, it was Revol, or I used to think it was Revol, but it's that got to number 22. Dan looked it up actually, didn't you?
Yeah, because I thought it was Revolt. Yeah. As in revolution and revolting against something, which revolt can be sort of, what do you call it, like abbreviation of revolution or whatever, but also it can mean lover backwards. That's how it's spelt. So we're not quite sure if the meaning, it probably means both.
Yeah, definitely.
Backwards lover revolting against something. So
he definitely would have thought of that, and I think it's really
that's probably
it's really
interesting. T off, so it says lover backwards.
Yeah, that's a nice touch. It's quite interesting. So that got to number 22, and She Is Suffering was the last single, and that got to number 25, which I'm not fussed about. I'd have to say that's the only one I'm not that I think that way about. All the rest I think are brilliant. I think they're all interesting. It's not just songs really. It just feels like there's so much to it, almost like a short film or something. There's a lot to delve into.
It is. It's just like reading a book. Funnily enough, it's named after a book, the Holy Bible, but every song feels like a chapter of the same book.
Definitely, that's a better way to put it.
So in that sense, I think this album works perfectly as it does, and there are some really good riffs in this as well, actually, aren't there?
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely, compared to some of the other stuff where he might have been a bit softer or gone off on one a bit more. This is quite structured, and it really hits.
There's some really, really nice parts musically in this that I think were really good.
Yeah, the bass sounds great as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like almost like a distorted bass sound, but it's not. It's just got, it's big, isn't it?
It's an odd sound. Like you say, it's quite dry kind of sound, but it's got that rumbly, I don't know, it reminds me of like Bleach in places.
Yeah.
For that sort of dry... But it's probably because they were using a cheap studio.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, that's what they've gained from this.
Yeah, because it's got that sound to it and feel to it.
Yeah.
Which I think's great. I really do like that sound of an album where it feels kind of raw. Do you know what I mean? It's not too over polished. But I'd like to hear the US version just to see the difference.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's worth putting on YouTube, definitely. Giving it a listen. But they were the singles off that. Should we just read through the track listing? We won't talk about each song because we've already started talking about them, really, haven't we?
Well, that's it. I mean, we don't want to just go through each song because it gets boring, doesn't it? But we're going to do that now anyway.
Yeah.
But it's hard to read this one because all of the R's are back to front, and I'm not sure if that's got some kind of meaning.
Well, it looks like Russian, doesn't it?
It's because there's no spaces between words. Basically, the song that I'm trying to say is the second one on the album. It's called "If White America Told the Truth for One Day, Its World Would Fall Apart."
Yeah.
But it's all done as one word with no spaces, and all of the R's are back to front. So it kind of looks like, I thought they'd written it in a native tongue, Welsh, because it does kind of look like that.
It's a real cool, like simple thing to do.
The longest train station in Wales. That's I don't even know what it is, but but it looks like that, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it's great. It really works well.
But actually, all of the R's on the whole album back to front.
Yeah,
I've just realised.
Oh yeah, the whole sort of the whole artwork and the campaign leading up to it. That's the design. And when just before he went missing,
Richie Edwards
gave each of the band members a journal full up with lyrics, and they didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
And then years later, it occurred to them that it was like a bit of a leaving present from him, and they made essentially the Holy Bible Part 2, which is called Journal for the Plague Lovers. And they got the artist, and then they got the artist who done the artwork on this, which we'll talk about in a minute, to do the artwork for that as well. So that album is well worth checking out.
We should actually, but we should actually sort of talk about, if people don't realise, because we were saying about Richie going missing, what the circumstances of that were.
Yeah,
because. Didn't they find his car and sort of ID and stuff on a bridge? Or something like that?
So I think it's River Severn.
River Severn, yeah.
And his car was parked at the car park there, and it had I think it had like a bag of clothes and his stuff in it and his passport.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was. Yeah, unfortunately, I think he definitely jumped off.
It all points that way, doesn't it?
It does, because there wasn't any money taken or anything like that. The band, up until he was declared dead, which I think was like 2008 or 11 or something.
I think they give it a certain amount of time before you're legally declared dead. If there's no digital footprint of you or any kind of sight or anything like that, then you are considered legally dead. But because I don't think a body ever was found or anything, was it? So
no, the band was still paying 25% like royalties, and they were still paying him as his fair share up until he was legally dead. So he had quite a substantial amount of money in the bank.
Hopefully that went to his family.
It would have gone to. They're close to his family, so it would have gone straight.
Definitely. Which is like I say. I mean, that's why it's been put with sort of in utero and Joy Division, because obviously of the sort of terrible departure of one of the band members. Yeah, you know. But there you go. So that's what happened there, which is terrible. Yeah, should we talk about the artwork now?
Yeah, might as well.
We normally do beer of the week first, but
that's
jumped into the artwork,
can't we?
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love the artwork.
Yeah, and these are quite substantial canvases, and the artist is Jenny, and I think it's Saville, but I want to say Saville, because get it away from Jimmy.
Yeah, it's definitely not Jimmy.
But she's a great artist, and I think she allowed them to use it for nothing, actually. Don't quote me on that, but I have heard that somewhere. And like I said, she does the follow-up to this, which is Journal for Plague Lovers, and that's got a great cover, and that actually covers the whole lot, so that's worth checking out as well. But the actual layout to it is brilliant. It's got, like Dan was saying, with the R's all around the wrong way. It's got a photo on the back with a quote on there. And if you've got the CD or cassette or any other format, or maybe even the special edition, it will have all the original photos and the lyrics. And unfortunately, this one doesn't. Which is disappointing, because I it's part of the package.
You got ripped off with that version.
Yeah, because you really want to delve into it. I think it's essential, really, that you have all of the... Because I do remember that there was loads of different images that Richie Edwards had, because he did the artwork as well. he sort of put it together. So he picked loads of different ones to go on the inlay, which you don't get on this one. This is 2015 reissue. So
like maybe it's just like bog standard reissue.
Unfortunately, it might be. I mean, it looks nice for what I've got. They've done a good job, but I'd really, if you're going to get it, really make sure you get the full. Full
definitely.
One.
Yeah. Right, we're going to go into beer of the week now.
Beer of the week.
And today we have gone for, here it is, Heathen. By, once again, Northern Monk.
Yeah, we've done, this is about the third one with them.
It is, yeah. We're liking their beers.
And heathen, because it's almost, if someone's a heathen, they're negative towards
towards sort of religion and the sort of, those sort of, what do you call them, company? Well, it is kind of like a company. It owns money, doesn't it? That kind of establishment, the church and stuff like that is heathen. And this, even though it's called the Holy Bible, the album is pretty much against a lot of that, isn't it?
Anything that's on this album is not in the best light. So, you take that as a negative.
Yeah, so this album has lots, it's not keen on the church and the money side to it and all these different things, the connotations that comes with religion, war and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, with the Holocaust, a lot of meaning in that. And so heathen is somebody that does not believe in that kind of thing. So
it's got a great little tag on it as well.
It does. For the Heathens, an unholy hazy IPL amped up with heavy-hitting hops for a flavour that defies belief.
Yeah, I like the amped bit as well. It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. So, we're giving this a go.
Yeah, Dan's going to do that. It's only 7.5.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
7.2, but Jesus.
You'll be partying later, won't you? I won't hear from you tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, I'll be in bed all day tomorrow.
I won't get a text message.
No. Right. So, that is beer of the week. We love a bit of a Northern Monk brewery.
Well, they're definitely good for us anyway, for the names, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, so basically, we've really enjoyed this album. I know it's not the most sort of uplifting kind of themes to it, but it has been a really good album.
You could really dig into it for ages, really. I mean, it's not just, I listen to that, I like it. You can spend a long time on it.
No, exactly, because I'm not a massive Manic Street Preachers fan, but I could appreciate this album as people saying it's probably one of their masterpieces.
Yeah.
Or if the best thing they've done, because, I do really rate it. It is really good.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, that.
What do you reckon?
Oh, right. Before we wrap it up, sorry, I think we're running out of time. Well, I'm going to give this probably a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10 for Dan.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a completely different one for me, because obviously I'm a big fan of it. 9 out of 10.
Oh!
So that is
a big old 9.
That is a complete difference, because that's the difference between when someone loves a band and someone isn't quite sure yet. Before we wrap up this episode, I've just remembered that I like to think about the band names beforehand.
Yes, so...
And...
I have no idea what Manic Street Preachers was called before Manic Street Preachers, which is a really good name. I do like the name Manic Street Preachers.
And they had that for a long time, but apparently they were called Betty Blue beforehand.
Which is absolutely rubbish.
Yeah. So that's that with their old name, really. And so it's a 9 out of 10 for me, and it's
a 5 out of 10 for me, which is straight down the middle. That means it's not crap. It's not mind blowing. For me, it's just a good standard album for me. But there's lots of stuff, connotations and stuff in there, which fair enough.
It'll
but
go up to 5.5 by next week. Well, I'll let you know.
It might go up to 5.5 in a minute, because it is pretty good when you think about all the things that have happened.
Yeah, there's a lot in it, isn't there?
Yeah,
we'll do an update on it on the next one.
Yeah.
I'll ask you what you think.
Ask me next time if I've listened to it more and added a bit more on the score. I don't know, because for what it is a strange album for that time.
Very strange.
And there's lots to it. of obviously somebody that was going through troubled times and a band trying to keep it together. So yeah, there's lots to think about. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching and listening again, because we enjoy your ears.
We enjoy your ears.
Yeah, I don't know where that don't make any sense, but yeah,
I've never met them, but
no, but I imagine they're nice.
Oh, and the next one, we've had a couple of recommendations. This one was from Andy. We've got about 3 or 4. I think there's Dire Straits thrown in there, Dookie.
Green Day,
Dookie. Yeah, so there's a couple. So we'll have a little think, and
we will do.
That'll be the next week or so.
Yeah, brilliant. All
Cheers.
Right. Thanks for watching and listening. See you later.
See ya, bye.
Like and subscribe, by the way. Like and subscribe. Bye.
Beer Club.